Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Valenzuela Live Mathematics 5. I'm Mr. Francisco P. Pronto III, your FB Live teacher for today. But before we proceed, I want you to do the following so your teacher would recognize your attendance and participation. First, you may type in your complete name, subject teacher, and your school in the comment box so your teacher would recognize your attendance. Second, if you like to answer during our discussion, simply type in your answer in the comment box. And finally, if you have some question about the lessons discussed, you may type in your questions before the session ends, so your teacher would recognize your participation. We are now in quarter 3, week 8 of our most essential learning competencies. At the end of the lesson, you should be able to first, visualize circumference of the circle. Second is you're going to measure circumference of the circle using appropriate tools. And third, you're going to find the circumference of the circle. And lastly, you're going to solve routine and non-routine problem involving circumference of the circle. But before we proceed, let's have our first activity in this morning. This should be entitled, Refresh Your Brain. The direction is you're going to name each part of the given circle. This would be the illustration. For number 1, this should be segment AH. Can you give me the answer? Good job, grade 5 pupils. This would be the radius. Question number 2. Segment TH. What part of the circle? This would be very good, grade 5 learners. This would be a chord. Number 3. Segment MT. Can you name this one? Good job. This would be the diameter. And then number 4, point A. Can you name a point A? This would be the center of the circle. And then for number 5, angle THA. Angle TAH. Very good, grade 5 learners. This would be the central angle. For number 6, angle T. Good job. This would be the inscribed angle. For number 7, arc MHT. Arc MHT. You just comment down your answer in the comment section below. Good job, grade 5 learners. This would be a semicircle. And then for number 8, arc HT. Can you name this one? Very good. This should be an arc. And then for number 9, this should be the distance around the circle. Can you name this one? Very good. This should be the circumference. Okay? Now, before we proceed our main discussion for this morning, here are some important terminologies that we will help you to understand the concept about circumference. Let's define what do you mean by pi. A pi is a Greek letter read as pi, and then it is the ratio of the circumference to its diameter. And it is the irrational number, meaning it's not repeating and non-terminating. And it is approximately equal to 3.1416. Okay? Let's study the history of pi. Long time ago, mathematicians discovered that the quotient of the circumference and diameter is constant, and they give it the Greek name pi, which is read as pi. This would be Archimedes. He is a Greek mathematician that discovered the ratio of circumference and its diameter. Now, grade 5 learners, let's visualize the circumference of the circle. So this would be our illustration. The circumference has been painted blue. Remember that in our illustration, the length of the diameter is 1 unit. If the circle rolls from 0 to 1, then that is equal to the length of 1 diameter. If the circle rolls from 1 to 2, then that is equal to the length of another 1 diameter, and its measure 2 units. If the circle rolls from 2 to 3, then that is equal to the length of another 1 unit of a diameter, and it is already measured 3 units. From 3, there is equal to 0.14 units of a diameter. So this would be 1 diameter, 1 diameter, and 1 diameter, and 14 hundredths or 0.14 diameter. So this would be the length of the circumference of the circle. It means that if the diameter is equal to 1 unit, then that is the circumference is 3.14. Now, as you can see the illustration, this would be the distance around the circle. That would be the definition of the circumference. Meaning to say, the ratio of the circumference and its diameter is named as pi. Now, if circumference divided by the diameter is equal to pi, then we can rewrite as 1 as a denominator of pi. So, circumference divided by the diameter is equal to pi over 1. Use cross product method. So, C multiplied by 1, the answer is C, 1C or C. Then D multiplied by pi, the answer is pi D or D pi. Now, in our equation, since 1 times C is equal or also equal to C, so therefore, C is equal to pi D. What are the formulas used in solving the circumference of the circle? So we have C is equal to pi multiplied by D if the diameter is given. Then we have C is equal to 2 times pi times R if the radius is given. Take note, grade 5 learners, that the diameter is equal to 2 radius. Let's have example number 1. Find the circumference. Use 3.14 as a value of pi. This would be the illustration. We have 20 centimeter. What do you notice about the given, grade 5 learners? Very good. It is in the form of diameter. Now, what would be the formula? Very good. We're going to use C is equal to pi multiplied by D. Let's substitute the value of pi and the value of the diameter. The value of pi is 3.14 and the value of the diameter is 20 centimeter. Now, let's solve 3.14 multiplied by 20. 0 times 4, the answer is 0. 0 times 1, the answer is 0. And 0 times 3 is 0. 2 times 4, the answer is 8. 2 times 1, the answer is 2. And then 2 times 3, the answer is 6. Then add. Bring down 0. 0 plus 8 is 8. 0 plus 2, the answer is 2. and bring down 6. Now, take note, we're going to write the decimal point. Therefore, our answer is 62 and 8/10 centimeter. For number 2, this should be the illustration. We have 5 centimeter. What do you notice about the given? Grade 5 learners. Good job. It is in the form of radius. This time, we're going to use C is equal to 2 times pi times r. Now, let's substitute the value of pi and the radius. So, 2 multiplied by the value of pi, 3.14, and the value of the radius is 5 centimeter. Now, let's multiply. 2 times 3.14. So, 2 times 4, the answer is 8. 2 times 1, the answer is 2. And 2 times 3, the answer is 6. Then take note, write the decimal point. So we have 6.28. Then multiply 6.28 by 5. 6.28 times 5, 5 times 8, the answer is 40. Regroup 4. 5 times 2, the answer is 10. Plus 4, the answer is 14. Regroup 1. And 5 times 6, the answer is 30. Plus 1, this would be 31. But take note, you're going to write the decimal point. Therefore, our answer is 31 and 4/10 centimeter. Now, let's proceed in problem number 1. Mila measured the radius of the plate to find its circumference. If the radius of the plate is 5.5 inches, how long is the circumference of the plate? So, this would be the illustration. Now, here are some steps in solving worded problem. We're going to use the 4 steps of Polias in problem solving. First, we're going to understand the problem. Second, we're going to plan the problem. Third is we're going to solve the problem. And lastly, we're going to look back or check our answer. So let's proceed in the problem. Let's understand what is asked in the problem, grade 5 learners. Good job. This would be the circumference of the plate. And what are the given facts in the problem? Very good. The given is 5.5 inches. This would be the radius of the plate. And step number 2, you're going to plan the problem, or you're going to solve the unknown, or how to solve the unknown. So, apply the formula. And this would be the formula that we're going to use. Why, grade 5 learners? Because, according to our given, this should be in the form of radius. Okay, now, this should be circumference is equal to 2 times pi times the radius. Step 3 is you're going to solve. So, using the formula, circumference is equal to 2 times pi times the radius. So, let's substitute the given. So, we're going to have 2 times the value of pi, 3.14, times the value of the radius is 5.5 inches. Now, let's multiply 3.14 times 2. 4 times 2, the answer is 8. 2 times 1, the answer is 2. 2 times 3, the answer is 6. Therefore, our answer is 6 and 28 hundredths. Then, let's multiply 6 and 28 hundredths to 5 and 5 tenths. We have 5 times 8, the answer is 40. 5 times 2, the answer is 10 plus 2. Answer is 14. Regroup 1. 5 times 6. The answer is 30 plus 1, 31. Then multiply again the value of 5. 5 times 8. The answer is 40. regroup 4. 5 times 2, the answer is 10, plus 4 is 14. Then 5 times 6, the answer is 30, plus 1 is 31. Then add. Bring down 0. 4 plus 0, the answer is 4. 1 plus 4, the answer is 5. Then 3 plus 1, the answer is 4. And bring down 3. Take note, how many decimal places do we have? We have 3 decimal places. So, we're going to place the decimal point between 4 and 5. Okay, now therefore, our answer is the circumference of the plate is 34 and 54 hundredths inches. Okay, now let's proceed to problem number 2, grade 5 learners. Genio's e-bike wheels have a diameter of 50 centimeter. How far does it travel if it makes 10 revolutions? So, this would be the illustration. So, 50 centimeter is the diameter of the wheel, and we have 10 revolutions. Now, step number 1, let's understand this problem. What is asked in the problem, grade 5 learners? Good job. This should be the distance traveled for 10 revolutions. Then, what are the given? The given are 50 centimeter for the diameter and 10 for the revolutions. Now, step number 1 again. So, what would be the hidden information? Grade 5 learners. Correct. The hidden information is the circumference of the wheel. So, we're going to find first the circumference of the wheel in order to find the distance of 10 revolution. Okay? So, step 2, we're going to plan. How to solve the unknown? Let's apply the formula. So, what would be the formula that we're going to use? Can you type in your answer in the comment box? Okay, correct, grade 5 learners. This should be C, or circumference, is equal to pi multiplied by the diameter because our given is in the form of diameter. Now, step 3, we're going to solve. So, using the formula, circumference is equal to pi multiplied by the diameter. So, let's substitute the value of pi. The value of pi is 3.14 and the value of the diameter is 50 centimeter. Now, let's multiply. 3.14 multiplied by 50. 0 times 4, the answer is 0. 0 times 1, the answer is 0. And then 0 times 3, the answer is 0. Then now, let's multiply 5. 5 times 4, the answer is 20. Regroup 2. 5 times 1, the answer is 5 plus 2 is 7. Then 5 times 3, the answer is 15. And then add. Bring down 0. 0 plus 0 is 0. 0 plus 7, the answer is 7. Then bring down 5 and bring down 1. Then how many decimal places do we have? We have 2 decimal places. So we're going to place the decimal places between 7 and 0. Okay? Therefore, we're going to find now the distance traveled for 10 revolution. So, let's multiply the circumference of the wheel by 10. So, 157 multiplied by 10. So, 0 times 7, the answer is 0. 0 times 5, the answer is 0. And 0 times 1, the answer is 0. Then 1 times 7, the answer is 7. 1 times 5, the answer is 5. And then 1 times 1, the answer is 1. Then add. Bring down 0. 0 plus 7, the answer is 7. 0 plus 5, the answer is 5. And then bring down 1. Therefore, grade 5 learners, the wheel travels 1,500 570 centimeter for 10 revolution. Okay? Now, let's proceed to problem number 3. The circumference of the circle is 69.08 or 69 and 8/100. What is the length of its diameter? This would be the illustration, grade 5 learners. So the circumference, this should be the circumference. Now, what do you notice in the given? We already have the circumference of the circle. Now, let's understand this problem first. What is asked in the problem, grade 5 learners? The length of the circle's diameter. Okay? And now, what are the given facts? The given are 69 and 8/100. This would be the circumference of the circle. And we have the value of pi. Now, let's plan this problem. How to solve the unknown. Now, let's apply the formula. The formula we're going to use is C is equal to pi times D, or circumference is equal to pi multiplied by the diameter. Why? Because, again, the given is in the form of diameter. Now, let's use this formula. Let's substitute the value of the circumference. The value of the circumference is 69 and 8/100. This would be the 69 and 8/100. And then, the value of pi is 3.14. And multiply to the value of the diameter is unknown. So, we're going to find the value of the diameter. So, since we're going to find the value of the diameter, we need to divide 3.14 by 69 and 8/100. So, let's divide. So, now we have 69 and 8/100 over 3.14 is equal to D. Now, let's solve this problem. So, 69 and 8/100 is inside the long division bar. And 3.14 is outside the long division bar. Before we divide, move first the decimal point of the 3.14 to the right 2 places. And also, move 69 and 800 2 places to the right to make the equation balance. Now, write the decimal point. Let's divide. 690 divided by 314 is equal to 2. Then 2 times 314 is 628. Subtract 690 minus 628. The difference is this one. So, let's borrow 0 minus 8. The answer is cannot be. So, we're going to borrow 1 from 9. 9 becomes 8 and 0 becomes 10. 10 minus 8, the answer is 2. And 8 minus 2, the answer is 6. And 0 minus 6 minus 6, the answer is 0. Okay? Now, bring down 8. 628 divided by 314. The answer is 2. Then, multiply 2 by 314. The answer is 628. 628 minus 628, the answer is 0. Therefore, grade 5 learners, the length of the circle's diameter is equal to 22 centimeter. Okay? Now, let's proceed to problem number 4, grade 5 learners. This time, we're going to find the radius of the circle whose circumference is 188 and 40 centimeters. So, as you can see in our illustration, our given is in the form of circumference. But we need to find the radius. Now, let's understand first the problem. What is asked in the problem, grade 5 learners? Very good. We're going to find the radius of the circle. Then, what are the given facts? The given is 188 and 40 hundredths. This would be the circumference of the circle. And step 2, we're going to plan how to solve the unknown. Again, we're going to apply the formula. What type of formula that we're going to use? Good job. We're going to use circumference is equal to pi times 2 times the diameter, or C is equal to 2 times pi times r. Now, let's solve this problem. We're going to use the formula C is equal to 2 times pi times r. Let's substitute the value of the circumference, the value of pi, and also we need to find the value of the radius. Now, the value of the circumference is 188 and 40 hundredths. We have the value of 2, and the value of pi is 3.14. Since we're going to find the value of the radius, we need to divide the product of 2 and 3.14 by 188 and 40 hundredths. So, we have now 188 and 40 hundredths over 2 times the value of pi, 3.14, is equal to r. Now, let's multiply first 3.14 by 2. So, 3.14 times 2, 2 times 4, the answer is 8. 2 times 1, the answer is 2. 2 times 3, the answer is 6. Then take note, write the decimal point. Okay, now, we have 188 and 40 hundredths over 6 and 28 hundredths is equal to r. Now, let's divide. So, again, 188 and 40 hundredths is inside the long division bar, and 6 and 28 hundredths is outside the long division bar. Before we divide, let's move first the decimal point of 6 and 28 hundredths to the right 2 places to make 6.28 or 6 and 28 hundredths as a whole number. And move also 2 places to the right by 188 and 40 hundredths to make the expression balance. Then, write the decimal point. So, 1,884 divided by 628 is equal to 3. Then, 3 times 628, the answer is 1,884. Then, subtract 1,884 minus 1,884. The answer is 0. Then, bring down 0. 0 divided by 628, the answer is 0. Then 0 times 628, the answer is 0. Then 0 minus 0, the answer is 0. Therefore, grade 5 learners, the answer is 30. But we're going to look back our answer, or we're going to check our answer if correct. Let's substitute the value of 30 centimeter, our radius, to the given formula. Our given formula is C is equal to 2 times pi times r. So the value of the circumference is 188 and 40 hundredths. Then equal to 2 times 3.14 times the value of the radius, 30. Now let's check. 3.14 times 2, the answer is 6.28. Then 6.28 multiplied by the radius. Okay, 0 times 0, 0 times 8, the answer is 0. 0 times 2, the answer is 0. 0 times 6, the answer is 0. Then 3 times 8, the answer is 24. Regroup 2. 3 times 2, the answer is 6. Plus 2, the answer is 8. And then 3 times 6, the answer is 18. And then add. Okay, so the answer is 188.40 or 188 and 40 hundredths. So therefore, our answer is correct because the equation is balanced. Okay? Now, therefore, our answer is, the radius is 30 centimeter. Okay? Did you understand our lesson for this day, grade 5 learners? Okay, good job. Now, it's your turn. You have 3 minutes to answer each of the problem. You're going to solve the following problem and you're going to type in your answer in the comment box below. Okay? You have 3 minutes to answer each of the question. Question number 1, grade 5 learners. A wheel has a diameter of 12 inches. After 100 revolutions, how long does it travel? This should be the illustration. Now, you have 3 minutes. Your timer starts now. Okay, time is up, grade 5 learners. Now, let's solve this problem. So, we're going to use the formula C is equal to pi multiplied by D because our given is in the form of diameter. So, let's substitute the given in the formula. So, we have circumference is equal to 3.14 times the value of the diameter is 12. Now, let's multiply 3.14 multiplied by 12. 2 times 4, the answer is 8. 2 times 1, the answer is 2. And then 2 times 3, the answer is 6. And then 1 times 4, the answer is 4. 1 times 1, the answer is 1. Then 1 times 3, the answer is 3. Then add. Bring down 8. 2 plus 4, the answer is 6. Then 6 plus 1, the answer is 7. And bring down 3. Then write the decimal point. Okay? Now, let's multiply the circumference by 100 revolution. Okay? So, 37.68 or 37 and 68 hundredths multiplied by 100. Okay? 0. So, any number multiplied by 0 is 0. 0 times 8 is 0. 0 times 6 is 0. 0 times 7 is 0. And 0 times 3, the answer is 0. And then again, 0 times 8 is 0, 0 times 6 is 0, 0 times 7 is 0, and 0 times 3 is 0. Then, multiply 1 to 8. 1 times 8, the answer is 8. 1 times 6, the answer is 6. 1 times 7, the answer is 7. And 1 times 3, the answer is 3. Then add. Bring down 0. Bring 0 plus 0 is 0. 0 plus 0 plus 8 is 8. 0 plus 0 plus 6, the answer is 6. 0 plus 7, the answer is 7. And bring down 3. Then take note, we're going to write the decimal point. Okay, how many decimal places do we have? We have 2. So therefore, the decimal point is placed in the middle of 8 and 0. Therefore, the wheel travels 3,768 inches. I hope you got the correct answer, grade 5 learners. Now, question number 2. Diane jogs around a circular park every day. She jogs thrice around the park with a radius of 20 meters. How long does Diane jogs every day? You have 3 minutes to answer this one. Your timer starts now. Now, let's solve. So we're going to use the formula C is equal to 2 times pi times r. So let's substitute to the given formula. 2 times the value of pi times the value of the radius, 20. So let's multiply 3.14 times 2. So 2 times 4, the answer is 8. 2 times 1, the answer is 2. And 2 times 3, the answer is 6. And then write the decimal point. Then let's multiply 6.28 by 20. 6.28 times 20, 0 times 8, the answer is 0. 0 times 2, the answer is 0. And 0 times 6, the answer is 0. Then 2 times 8, the answer is 16. 6, regroup 1. Then 2 times 2, the answer is 4. And plus 1, the answer is 5. Then 2 times 6, the answer is 12. Now, let's add. Bring down 0. 0 plus 6 is 6. 0 plus 5 is 5. Then bring down 2 and bring down 1. Then don't forget to write the decimal point. Okay, so therefore, let's multiply 125.6 by 3 because Diane jogs thrice around the park every day. Okay, so let's multiply 125.6 by 3. 3 times 6, the answer is 8. 18. Regroup 1. 3 times 5, the answer is 15. Plus 1 is 16. Regroup 1. Then 3 plus times 2, the answer is 6. Plus 1 is 7. Then 3 times 1, the answer is 3. Then don't forget to write the decimal point. Okay. Therefore, grade 5 learners, Diane jogs 376 and 8/10 or 376.8 meters every day. Okay. So I hope you got the correct answer. Okay. So good job, grade 5 learners. So to keep in mind, grade 5 learners, when we say circumference, it is the distance around the circle. And here are some formula that we need to remember in solving the circumference. First is C is equal to pi multiplied by D if the diameter is given. And C is equal to 2 times pi times r if the radius is given. Then take note that D is equal to 2r. Okay? Now, also, you need to keep in mind in solving worded problems involving circumference of the circle, you need to understand the problem by first, identifying the givens. Second, know what is asked. Third is substitute the given to the formula for the circumference, which is C is equal to pi times D and C is equal to 2 pi r for the unknown. And for your home learning task, grade 5 learners, I want you to answer assessment on your self-learning module. Okay? And that's all for today, grade 5 learners. I'm Mr. Francisco P. Ponda III, your FB Live teacher for today, saying thank you and God bless.